I've screwed my courage to the sticking point, and I'm in the process of launching a blog with the somewhat provocative title, The Best Religion. Its tagline reads, "Highlight what's best, spotlight what's not, the quest to find religion at its best." I'll send you an email when it launches. The seed of the idea was planted during an email exchange a couple of months ago. Lucia Greenhouse gave 2 presentations at All Souls about her newly published book, Father, Mother, God, My Journey Out of Christian Science. Lucia is a longtime member of All Souls, and she asked me to write a blurb for her book, which I did. The blurb was repeated in the Sunday order of service as part of the announcement for the adult education program. I wrote, "Lucia's story is a breathtaking tour de force, riveting, infuriating, astonishing, and ultimately uplifting. It's a must-read for anyone concerned about how religion can confine and control, or enlighten and liberate. Beautifully crafted and compellingly told, this is a story that will linger long after you start breathing again." Someone who was visiting All Souls that Sunday sent me an email shortly thereafter chiding me for supporting what the email called a public attack on another religion. My response included the following statement: "When it comes to other religions, I am not one who believes Unitarian Universalism is the religion that accepts all religious beliefs and actions as true and valid. Rather, I believe some religious beliefs and actions are better than others. Our approach should be to put beliefs and actions, our own included, to the test. Do they enhance human dignity, build a sense of community, and provide a sense of purpose? Are they open or closed to new knowledge and revelation?" I went on to say that I have no patience with people who subordinate women in the name of religion, nor with people who deprive children of medical care in the name of religion. Both of these actions violate human dignity, not to mention human rights, and give religion a bad name. I concluded, my goal as a minister is to champion what is best about religion and criticize what is worst. So what is worst? The proposed personhood amendment in Mississippi, which voters thankfully defeated on Tuesday. This amendment turns the moral universe upside down. It says that a fertilized egg always trumps a woman, no matter the circumstances. This approach is both intellectually incoherent and morally perverse. Most proponents of the amendment also champion the death penalty. They abide executing teens, but they want at all costs to preserve fertilized eggs. I cannot conceive of a moral principle that could unite these incompatible beliefs. It's certainly not the sanctity of life, nor is it the sanctity of human potential. In large part, the amendment is impelled by fear. Fear of what would happen if women controlled their own bodies, made their own moral choices, and defined their own destinies. Using religion to deny the personhood of women is religion at its worst. What's best? About a year ago, as reported in Friday's New York Times, Rick Warren, pastor of the 30,000-member Saddleback Church in Southern California and author of The Purpose-Driven Life, was midway through baptizing 858 people one Sunday when he had a revelation. He looked at the people he was baptizing and thought, they're all fat. And then he looked down at himself and he thought, I'm fat. And so a week later, he climbed into the pulpit and told his congregation that he'd been gaining about 3 pounds a year as their minister, and he'd been their minister for 30 years. Too much comfort food at too many church dinners, I suppose. I've got a lot of weight to lose, he said. Do any of you want to join me? 14,000 people at Saddleback and in its affiliated churches around the world joined Warren on what he calls the Daniel diet, based on the biblical story of Daniel, who rejected the rich diet of the Persians in favor of vegetables and water. Spiritual health involves physical health, Warren insists, and it's easier to get healthy and stay healthy as part of a community. He's right. Using religious community to improve overall well-being is an example of religion at its best. So is All Souls the best congregation in New York City? For me, the answer is yes. This is a place where strangers find warm welcome, where we cultivate moral character and exert moral influence, where we work to transform society for the good of everyone. Is All Souls the best it can become? No. Which is why you and I must continue, in both word and action, to highlight what's best and spotlight what's not. We're on a quest to live religion at its best. Amen. I love you. May God bless us all.